So for those who weren't aware, ECOFLOW was a project for IBC Accelerators 2024. The goal of ECOFLOW, or the acronym for ECO, is Energy Conserving Optimizations for Low Energy Online Workflows. Even I can't remember what the acronym stands for, as I kind of fill time slightly waiting for our slides to come up. The goal of ECOFLOW for 2024 was to look at how we could optimize streaming and optimize efficiency. We've heard a lot about low latency streaming, we've heard a lot about moving things to cloud, we've heard a lot about the IP switch over and the move from broadcast to online workflows. Doing that in a way that is efficient, doing it in a way that is scalable, not just in terms of the audiences, but also in terms of the energy, the environmental impact of that, and the way that we process and the way that we manage that information. The context of this, as we said, is our supply chain is changing. We have a complex and multi-vendor and multi-discipline supply chain anyway. It is hard to measure, it is hard to understand, it is even harder to predict where our emissions are going. We all have Scope 3, Scope 1, Scope 2 emissions targets. Meeting those in an environment where you have little knowledge, little awareness, little data, and little way of predicting where those emissions are going. Particularly in an environment, as I say, where we're migrating. This isn't a UK problem, this is very much a kind of a global problem.
Yes, so we need more confidence in our measurements. The idea is this is really a truly collaborative project because not one organization can do this in their own right. So the idea is that we already know ICT today accounts for more than 4% of global emissions, which means we are part of the problem in all that we do, which is greater than the aviation industry. So we're definitely dirtier and we're playing a part. So we need to find ways to reduce our carbon emissions, and we need to have more confidence in our device measurement. Basically, to actually understand energy usage of technology is really tough at the moment. All the things that have been out there have been done based on methods and methodologies and algorithms, etc. But you don't even know what margins of errors we have. So we really need to get down back to the basics and understand how we're going to measure the energy usage of our technology.
There's an increasing reliance as well coming from a commercial broadcaster, an increasing focus from advertising agencies and media partners on the carbon footprint of their media campaign. So this becomes not just a sustainability and environmental challenge, but a financial business and business sustainability challenge for a lot of kind of commercial broadcasters and organizations as well. The project, as I say, is a continuation of the work we did last year and very much is looking at what can we do to understand the impact of our services, to measure, to get real data, to gather information, and then to share that information as widely as we possibly can. Again, this is a challenge and a journey that we're on as an industry, not as individuals. 2024 gave us a lot more knowledge and a lot more information around devices. So we lent heavily into measuring devices under different conditions, with HDR turned on, with HDR turned off, under different types of streams and different types of decoder, looking at different types of brightness on screens and understanding how that impacted on the energy consumption of that device. The goal for 2025 is to move back, to start looking in our networks and to start looking very much at distribution. So what is the impact of distribution? And increase the knowledge of the end-to-end energy used for content distribution. To model the impact of change. We talked about the journey that we're on moving from broadcast to IP. We've talked about kind of shifting audience behaviors, more mobile, more out-of-home viewing. What impact does that have on our energy efficiency, and how does a combination of technology and solutions and services provided optimize that delivery, not just for scale, not just for financial and cost reasons, but also environmental sustainability as well.
So this is our call. We've already got ITV, EBU, Humans Not Robots, and Excedo already part of the group. But what we're looking for, because it's for distribution, we cannot do this without the CDNs. So if you're a CDN provider, please do come and join us and come see us at our table 5. We're also looking at cloud and ISPs, also if there's any ad delivery organizations, etc. As we mentioned, this is a truly collaborative project because it takes so many stakeholders to make digital streaming happen. So we look forward to having you on board.
The goal is threefold. So the first, as I said, is to create a digital twin. So to understand how to model, how to represent, and how to model the impact of change on the services that we provide. We need real-world testing. and real-world data to properly validate that digital twin and that model to give us a better grounding, a better set of data on which to base those predictions. And we really want to make this a collaborative process. This is an area where each of us can amplify each other. We need to kind of gather information, we need to share that information, use the platform of IBC to share that information as widely as we possibly can, creating a community focused on sustainability and a community focused on making the services that we provide as efficient as we possibly can. Thank you very much. We will be on table 5. Please do come and discuss, ask, sign up, and we'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much.